Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the lessons from the Workbook of A Course in Miracles. And today we are on lesson 130. And today's lesson is, it is impossible to see two worlds. And it says, perception is consistent. What you see reflects your thinking. And your thinking, but reflects your choice of what you want to see. Your values are determined of this. For what you value, you must want to see, believing that what you see is really there. No one can see a world his mind has not accorded value. And no one can fail to look upon what he believes he wants. Again, this is all about our thinking. You know, what we think is what we project. And it's telling us here is that's what we see in our world. And it's all based on what we put value to. So it goes on to say, yet who can really hate and love at once? Think about that. Either in the moment I'm hating, or in the moment I'm in the space of love. You can't be in both places at the same time, is what it's saying here. It says, who can desire what he does not want to have reality? And who can choose to see a world of which he is afraid? Fear must make blind. For this, its weapon is. That which you fear to see, you cannot see. Love and perception thus go hand in hand. But fear obscures in darkness what is there. So again, we are going deeper and deeper into recognizing that love is who we are. And with God, with love, all things are possible. But what we're being asked again here is to, be present to when we are in the state of fear. Where are we, again, checking our thoughts, where they're based in lack, judgment, attack, defense. It's about others, it's about the world, it's about ourselves. It can be in any one of those spaces. And when it's saying we can't be in two worlds, is because when we're there, we can't be in the space of love. I mean, the love is always there, but it's saying here that the fear obscures in darkness. And all that, unforgiveness and judgment and attack and defense and self-betrayals in there as well. Again, all that blocks the fear. And this is what we are practicing in the course, is to undo that fear. So it says, what then can fear project upon the world? What can be seen in darkness that is real? Again, fear is not real, but we make it real in our minds. So it says here, truth is eclipsed by fear, and what remains is but imagined. We imagine it all. It's all in our mind. We create those images from what we are thinking. Yet what can be real in blind imagination of panic born? What would you want that this is shown to you? What would you wish to keep in such a dream? Fear has made everything you think you see. all separation, all distinctions, and the multitude of differences you believe make up the world. They are not there. Remember, we've made it all up. It's a tough one to get, but we've made it up in our minds. It says love and love's enemy has made them up. That's fear, has made it all up. Because we feel we're not good enough at a really, really deep level. Really be authentic and honest with yourself. In this world from our 0 to 7, that's where we, take on a lot of what it is that we believe today. And at a deep level, we are all at a space of I'm not good enough. If I am in the space of good enough, then I'm in the space of that I am love and I am whole and complete. So, yet love can have no enemy, and so they have no cause, no being, and no consequence. They can be valued, but remain unreal. They can be sought, but they cannot be found. Today, we will not seek for them, nor waste this day in seeking what cannot be found. And that is all separation, all distinctions, and a multitude of differences you believe make up the world, and they're not there. It is impossible to see two worlds which have no overlap of any kind. See, we think there's two worlds. Just really delve into that. One's not real. So that's why where the Course says there is no world, because it's not real. Anything based in fear is not real. So it says, seek for one and the other disappears. So if you're seeking in a space of fear, love disappears. Now, when you're in the light and in the love and recognizing your holiness and that you're guiltless and you're innocent, the space of love is present. And that's what we're working towards as we practice the Course, is to remember who we are and that we are love. And truly to be able to do this moment by moment, although we are so deep in our unconscious guilt, it's so deep within, the Course gives us the opportunity to keep bringing that guilt, that guilt keeps coming forward for us to be able to release it. That's why at times you find this Course very difficult, because you will be, I'll say, confronted, or it will be brought up. That guilt will be brought up, and it's not comfortable. But we have the tools here in the Course in Miracles. Is keeps reminding us that when that comes up, that we have the Holy Spirit that is our connector to God, to our God self. And in giving up any of these fear-based thoughts, any of the ego thoughts, any of the anxiety, judgment, etc., that when we can release that to the Holy Spirit, that then the Holy Spirit does the work. We need only to remain then in that state of release, to then be directed, to be shown, to be inspired by Spirit. Inspired means in spirit. So it's, again, it says it is impossible to see two worlds which have no overlap of any kind. Seek for one and the other disappears, but one remains. They are the range of choice beyond which your decision cannot go. The real and the unreal are all there are to choose between, and nothing more than these. So we're either choosing love or we're choosing fear. And and it says in let me see if I can put my finger in chapter 22, in paragraph 2 in line 3, it said, the power of salvation lies here, that I am responsible for what I see. I choose the feelings I experience, and I decide upon the goal I would achieve. And everything that seems to happen to me, I ask for and receive as I have asked. So today it says we will attempt no compromise where none is possible. The world you see is proof you have already made a choice, as all embracing as its opposite. What you will learn today is more than just the lesson that you cannot see two worlds. It also teaches that the one you see is quite consistent with the point of view from which you see it. It is all a piece because it stems from one emotion and reflects its source in everything you see. So it says 6 times today, in thanks and gratitude, we gladly give 5 minutes. Yeah, give those 5 minutes in thanks and gratitude. We are given here as we practice. It's putting this into practice. It's getting out of our analytical mind of the ego and doing these lessons as directed. And I love that, in thanks and gratitude. It says, we gladly give 5 minutes to the thought that ends all compromise and doubt and go beyond them all as one. We will not make 1,000 meaningless distinctions, nor attempt to bring with us a little part of unreality as we devote our minds to finding only what is real. Yeah, we get to choose. Are we going to remain in the unreal or in the real? It says, begin your searching for the other world by asking for a strength beyond your own. We need to do this work with a higher power. The higher power is a strength beyond our own. Do the work with the Holy Spirit. And again, asking for a strength beyond your own and recognizing that it is you, recognizing what it is you seek. Ask, do you want illusions? And you come to these 5 minutes emptying your hands. You go to nothing, letting go of all the petty treasures of this world. You wait for God to help you as you say, it is impossible to see two worlds. Let me accept the strength God offers me and see no value in this world, that I may find my freedom and deliverance. This is why we are doing these lessons. It's all about our inner peace and finding our freedom and our deliverance. And say, God will be there. This is the trust. This is the faith. For you have called upon the great unfailing power, which will take this giant step with you in gratitude. Nor will you fail to see his thanks expressed in tangible perception and in truth. You will not doubt what you will look upon. For though it is perception, it is not the kind of seeing that your eyes alone have ever seen before. And you will know God's strength upon you as you made this choice. Dismiss temptation easily today whenever it arises. The ego's not going to want you to do this work. Is not going to want you to shift your perception. Merely by remembering the limits of your choice. The real or the unreal, the true or the false, is what you see and only what you see. Perception is consistent with your choice, and hell or heaven comes to you as one. Accept a little part of hell as real, and you have damned your eyes and cursed your sight. And what you will behold is hell indeed. More suffering, more pain, more stress, more anxiety. Yet the release of heaven still remains within your range of choice to take the place of everything that hell would show to you. All you need to say to any part of hell, whatever form it takes, is simply this: it is impossible to see two worlds. I seek my freedom and deliverance, and this is not a part of what I am. So I want to read from the text related to this particular lesson. And it is chapter 12, paragraph 7. And it reads as follows. Jesus is saying, I said before that what you project or extend is up to you, but you must do one or the other. So you're either projecting out of fear or you're extending love. For that is the law of the mind. And you must look inward before you look out. It's all what's going on in our mind, and that's what we project outward. It says, as you look in, you choose the guide for seeing. Are you going to choose the ego, or are you going to choose God? And then you look out and behold his witnesses. See, what we see out there is a reflection, again, of what's going on in our mind. But this takes conscious awareness. We're not there most of the time. And this takes practice. Practice is praying. I heard that the other day. This is why you find what you seek. What you want in yourself, you will make manifest, and you will accept it from the world because you put it there by your wanting. What do you want? When you think you are projecting what you do not want, it is still because you do want it. Now, that's a powerful statement in the text. When you think you're projecting what you do not want, it is still there because you do want it. That's a deep one to reflect on, as I said, I believe already. This leads directly to dissociation, for it represents the acceptance of two goals, each perceived in a different place, separated from each other because you made them different. The mind then sees a divided world outside itself, but not within. So it's the mind. We have this dualistic thinking. We have a belief in right or wrong, black or white, light or darkness. It's dualistic thinking. And again, it's all there in our mind. And then this gives it, okay, read that again. The mind then sees a divided world outside itself, but not within. This gives it an illusion of integrity and enables it to believe that it is pursuing one goal. Yet as long as you perceive the world as split from the split mind versus the mind unified with God in the oneness, you are not healed. Again, yet as long as you perceive the world as split, you are not healed. For to be healed is to pursue one goal, because you have accepted only one and want but one. And I'll leave you with this today, as it says here in paragraph 8, line 1 of chapter 12, continuing on here. When you want only love, you will see nothing else. Again, when you want only love, you will see nothing else. So just to reflect on the purpose of this lesson is to realize that, again, you cannot have a little bit of this world and still see the real world. That you must choose one or the other. To make the choice for the real world by letting go of all the value given this world. And this is another of the workbook's giant steps. Read that from, again, the workbook companion by Robert Perry and Alan Watson. Okay, I think that's it for today. And so tomorrow, or in the next video, we will be on lesson 131. I look forward to being with you in the next lesson. And please like, share, and comment. And even, as I said, put a heart in the comment section below here of this video here on YouTube. And also please share it out. There are people looking for this course, maybe not specifically in name, but they will be directed if that's what their soul's calling is. So please share out this video. And again, it helps to build this community here of those of us that are practicing the Course in Miracles. And again, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And for those of you who have, thank you. All right, I'll leave it at that for today. And much love.